Welcome back to the channel, it's 9, and today we are going to be discussing PlayStation Spartacus getting a leak, and we're also going to be talking about God of War Ragnarok and some more confirmations on that project. Now, before we get into that, if you have not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. Now, let's talk about PlayStation Spartacus and this leak that has come from Bloomberg and Jason Schreier. Now, PlayStation Spartacus is to get a reveal as early as next week, and that's according to them and their sources that prefer not to be named. Now, they've also said there's going to be a splashy lineup of hit games from recent years. PS Now and PS Plus will be combined. There'll be multiple tiers. Modern and classic games will be available depending on the tier that you take. The most expensive tier offers extended demos and streaming games over the internet. Day and date releases are unlikely, basically saying that that's not going to happen. Sony's already said that that's definitely not something they're looking for, as it wouldn't be financially sound. Like, they wouldn't be able to sustain that kind of business structure for a subscription service. Now, do I believe this? Yes, I do believe this. I believe that Bloomberg is correct. They have leaked many things in the past that have come to be true, so I don't see why this would be any different. I mean, especially coming from Jason Schreier, who has been correct in the past many times. How do I feel about this, though, right? Like, we're talking about a new subscription service that they state is going to be competition or to compete with Game Pass, but I personally feel like this isn't really a Game Pass competitor. I feel like this is more of revamping the current subscriptions that Sony has now, and they're trying to offer more and maybe entice people to spend more money on their subscription services while also getting a little more in exchange. Now, this is good. I like kind of what they're doing here. Am I going to, subscribe to it? I don't know yet. I'd have to see what the offerings are, but I like the idea of having extended demos. For me, sometimes there's going to be games that I don't know that I want to purchase until I get to play the game, right? Like, you got to feel the gameplay to know for sure, is this game for you? And in this case, you would be able to do that. So, for example, Death Stranding, I was unsure about it. Obviously, it's one of those games you have to play. You can't just kind of look at a trailer and know for sure you're going to enjoy it. It's one of those games that if you played a few hours of, you probably would get an idea if this game is for you or not, right? So this would be one of those cases where it would be super beneficial. And if they did that for all their games, at least all their first-party games and exclusive deals that they've got, I feel like it could be very beneficial because it could be the deciding factor, right? Do you buy this game? Do you not buy this game? And it could save you a lot of money in the long run. Or could they even give discounts? We don't know, right? We don't know all the details of this. We just know that these are some of the little tidbits that we've gotten. The one thing I do wish, though, is that backwards compatibility was not tied to a service for PS1 to 3. I understand they're going to do this service. I understand that they're going to probably have a lot of games on there, a lot of classics from the PS1, PS2, PS3 era, which is amazing. Obviously, PS4 as well, which is amazing. But at the same time, having that option to be able to just buy the games would be amazing as well. Like, instead of just having to be subscribed in order to access these things. So it's tough to say. I mean, I feel like it's hard to know exactly how I feel until I see what the breakdown is. And if we are getting that next week at earliest, it will really give us an idea of what Sony's going for here. And some people might be super excited for this, but for me personally, it's probably going to be something I try out and see if it really is to my benefit. And if it isn't, then I might just pass on it. But this is totally going to be something that could appeal to many people, but not necessarily to me, and that's understandable as well. I do think the coolest thing out of everything is that we'll finally be able to play PS1 to 3 games from the sounds of it. And again, unfortunately, tied to a service, but it'll be cool to revisit those games. And it's also going to depend on how much they are charging for the service, because that's a big variable as well. Like, how expensive is this going to be? But I would love to hear from you guys. What do you think of this leak? Do you think that we are going to get anything major next week? Are you looking forward to what's being described here? Like, is this something you would subscribe to? Let me know in the comments. Next up, we are talking about God of War Ragnarok. Yes, the only game that has not got a release date for 2022, which is expected in 2022. And I'm here to give you some good news that Blue Owl's Medic on Twitter, who handles the community and social for Santa Monica Studios, confirms in a tweet, God of War Ragnarok comes out this year. That's it. This is further confirmation to not expect any more delays. There were some questions about this. I think Jason Schreier also said that this is not happening. Like, it's not getting delayed. So another, like, this is their social media person, like their community person that's saying this. So they're going out saying this. Clearly, they're allowed to say it, and it is further confirmation. I think that when it comes to us possibly seeing a trailer, I think we're going to see it before June. I think when we see this trailer, we're going to have a release date. I think we're going to know all this information before June, and I think it's going to come in its own state of play. I feel like with the way they did Horizon Forbidden West, it only makes sense for them to go ahead and do the same for God of War Ragnarok, as it was super successful. They had a state of play that focused directly on Horizon Forbidden West. We got to see a lot. It got us excited, got us hyped. We saw the details, the gameplay. We saw all sorts of stuff that really got us excited, and I feel like God of War Ragnarok deserves that same treatment. It's going to get us up to that excitement level when we see a gameplay demo from point A to point B of this demo that shows us what God of War Ragnarok is bringing to the table, gameplay-wise and performance-wise and everything. Like, we're just going to see what this is going to look like on a PS5, and I feel like everybody's going to want to know that. And then if they also give us additions afterwards in a PS blog post, that would be awesome as well. We'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, there's no confirmation on this stuff that we're going to get it before June, but it's comforting to know that they're saying that, yeah, God of War Ragnarok is coming out this year. So there you go. If you had any question about it, I mean, that to me is even further confirmation that it is coming out in 2022, and I said from the beginning, they're not delaying it again. So you can't expect this in 2022, but that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Please let me know, what do you think of this PlayStation Spartacus situation? What do you think of God of War Ragnarok possibly, or really it's going to get its release date in 2022? When do you expect it? When do you expect the state of play? Maybe a trailer? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you have not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Links will be in the description. And share this video with a friend. I will talk to you all on the next one. Take care.